Again, good afternoon to my fellow public servant, to the viewers. We are here for the pre-bid conference for the procurement of civil works for 6 projects under invitation to bid number 2024-012. Again, we are live via YouTube, live streaming in compliance to Department Order number 06 series of 2024. And before we proceed, may I request the Secretariat for a roll call and acknowledge guests present for this pre-bid conference.
Once again, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
For the attendance of the pre-bid conference, this March 5, 2024, we have here our BAC Chairperson, Madam Eva M. Del Piero,
Present.
our BAC Vice Chairperson, Madam Catherine M. Sangria, our BAC members, Engineer Carlo Antonio T. Guzman, Engineer Elmo R. Vasquez, Engineer John Jeffrey D. Marcos, and Engineer Rico R. Rubin. We have also here our BAC Secretariat headed by Engineer Eric Y. Valdez, together with Ma'am Lucena M. Garma. From TWG, headed by Architect Glenn Chanti Galera. Our CWG members, Engineer Debosi Salamanca, and Engineer Abraham T. Tuna, and Engineer Maria Shelby S. Hupia. And from Planning and Design Section Representative, Engineer Hani Shen P. Viola. That's all, Madam. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ala, and with the presence of the BAC Chairperson and the BAC Vice Chairperson, and majority of the BAC members present, I hereby declare a quorum and call this opening of bids for civil works to order. We have here the preset agenda for this pre-bid conference activity. The first agenda is the brief presentation, explanation by the BAC of the following. A, basic contract data. B, requirements of bidding documents. C, documents to be submitted by the bidder. D, criteria and procedure for eligibility check. Preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, cost qualification, status of ongoing projects, and award. Number 2, questions, comments from bidders and replies of BAC and other representatives of the procuring entity. 3, other matters, which is the 3-strike policy against violation of section 69.1.I, the IRR of RA 9184. The last, the summary of proceedings, including supplemental bid bulletins to be issued. Is there any addition to the presented agenda? Since there is none, may I know the pleasure of the body?
I move to adopt the agenda.
Has been moved by Engineer Marcos and seconded by Engineer Rubin, and with no objection, the motion to adopt this agenda is hereby approved. First in the order of business is the explanation of basic contract data, which will be presented to us from the planning and design section.
Welcome to the Davao de Oro 1st District Engineering Office Pre-Bid Conference.
So to begin with, the first contract Contract name is construction of multipurpose building, Subok San Antonio, Mabini, Davao de Oro. The contract ID number is 24LA0070. The location is in Mabini, Davao de Oro. The scope of work is construction of one unit 16 meter by 30 meter covered court without movable basketball goal and improvement of existing stage painting. The approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos. And the source of fund is FY 2024 GAA CSSP BIP. The contract duration is 180 calendar days only, and the size range is small b, license category C and D, and the cost of the documents is 5,000 only. So this is the vicinity map of the proposed project. And this is the floor plan of our covered court gym. These are the elevations of our covered court gym. And this is the perspective view of our covered court gym in Subok, Mabini. This is also the proposed, the existing stage. This is the photos taken during the site validation. The see. So this is the second contract. The name of the contract is construction of multi-purpose building, Purok 8, Barangay Magnaga, Pantukan, Davao de Oro. The contract ID number is 24LA0071. Location, Pantukan, Davao de Oro. The scope of work is construction of one unit 16 meter by 30 meter covered court, construction of one unit 7 meter by 12 meter stage, construction of one unit 4 meter by 30 meter concrete bleacher, left side of covered court facing the stage. Provision of electrical works, painting works, one unit 25 kVA transformer, one unit electrical post, power bill deposit. The site preparation shall be undertaken by LG. The approved budget for the contract is 9,900,000 only. The source of fund is FY 2024 GAA CSSP VIP. The contract duration is 180 calendar days. Size range is small b. License category C and D. Cost of the documents 10,000. So this is the vicinity map of our proposed project in Magnaga, Pantukan, Davao de Oro. And this is also the proposed floor plan of our public working. This is the stage, the proposed stage. And this is the bleacher, the proposed plan of our bleacher. The elevation of our proposed project. And this is the photos taken during our site validation. Next is construction.
Third contract. Name of contract. Construction of road Barangay Ampawid, Laak, Davao de Oro. Contract ID number 24LA0072. Location is Laak, Davao de Oro. Scope of works. Concreting with a width of 6.1 meters and a thickness of 230 mm. Station 0 to station 713 with a total length of 713 meters. Roadway excavation, surplus common excavation, construction of minor drainage structures, application of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. Approved budget for the contract is 900,600,000 pesos. Source of fund, FY 2024 GAA CSSPC fund. Contract duration is 134 calendar days. Size range, small b. Approved budget for the contract is 19,600,000 pesos. License category C and D. Cost of bid documents 25,000 pesos. This is the proposed location of the project. Located along Barangay Hall. Typical details of the proposed project. Typical showing proposed roadway with common soil excavation. Typical details showing proposed roadway with embankment. Typical details showing proposed roadway and common soil excavation. This is the JOTAG photos of the proposed project. Number 4, name of contract. Construction of road Cadunan National Highway to Sitio, Kapoc, Cadunan, Mabini, Davao de Oro. Contract ID number 24LA0073. Location Mabini, Davao de Oro. Scope of works. Concreting with a width of 6.1 meters and a thickness of 230 mm. Station 0 to station 635. The total length of 635 meters. Roadway excavation, surface common excavation, intermittent concrete paved shoulder, construction of canal lining and other minor drainage structures, construction of grouted riprap for slope protection, application of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. Approved budget for the contract is 14,700,000 pesos. Source of fund, FY 2024 GAA CSSPC fund. Contract duration, 98 calendar days. Size range, small b. License category C and D. Cost of bid documents, 25,000 pesos. This is the proposed location of the project. Typical details of the proposed project. Typical details showing proposed roadway with embankment. Typical details showing proposed roadway, paved shoulder, and proposed canal lining at right side with common soil excavation. Typical details showing proposed roadway, paved shoulder, and proposed canal lining at right side with common soil excavation and embankment. JOTAG photos of the proposed project. Number 5, construction, name of contract, construction of road Barangay Melale, Doña Josefa, Laak, Davao de Oro. Contract ID number 24LA0074, location Laak, Davao de Oro. Scope of works, concreting with a width of 6.1 meters and a thickness of 280 mm. Station 0 to station 565 with a total length of 565 meters. Roadway excavation, surplus common excavation, application of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement machines. Approved budget for the contract is 19,600,000 pesos. Source of fund, FY 2024 GAA CSSPC fund. Contract duration, 123 calendar days, size range, small b. License category, CND. Cost of bid documents, 25,000 pesos. This is the proposed location of the project. This is the typical details of the project. Typical details showing proposed roadway with obstruction both sides. Typical details showing proposed roadway with common soil embankment and proposed grouted grade rock canal alignment. Typical details showing proposed roadway with common soil excavation and embankment. This is the total photos of the proposed project. Number 6, construction of road Purok 4, Barangay Tibagon, Pantukan, Davao de Oro. Contract ID number 24LA0075, location Pantukan, Davao de Oro. Scope of works, concreting with a width of 5 meters and a thickness of 230 mm. Stations 0 plus 805 to station 1 plus 705 to a total length of 900 meters. Roadway excavation, surplus common excavation, construction of minor drainage structures. Approved budget for the contract, 14,700,000 pesos. Source of fund, FY 2024 GAA CSSPC fund. Contract duration, 105 calendar days, size range, small b. License category, CMD. Cost of bid documents, 25,000 pesos. This is the location map of the proposed project. Typical details of the project showing proposed roadway with common soil excavation. Typical details showing proposed roadway with common soil excavation and embankment. Geotag photos of the project. End of presentation. Thank you.
Thank Engineer Bulan, Engineer Salamanca, and Architect Galera for your explanation and detailed presentation of the projects to be procured by the interested bidders. The next in the order of business is the requirements for bidding documents and so on and so forth.
Requirements of bidding documents. All documents required, including the instructions to bidders, the general conditions of contract, special condition of contract, specifications, drawings, bill of quantities, and forms, such as bid securities, are all uploaded to PhilJEP's website and our website at the DPWH. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders from the procurement unit at the DPWH Davao de Oro 1st DEO Navantaran Davao de Oro and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System, PhilJEPS, and the website of the procuring entity, provided that bidders shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. Documents to be submitted by the bidder. The following documents should be included by the interested bidders in their bids. For the technical component of the bid, A, eligibility documents such as PhilJEP's certificate. B, PCAB license and registration. C, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, SLCC only, NFCC computation and statement of total assets and total liabilities. D, joint venture agreement, if applicable. E, technical documents such as bid security, project requirements such as the organizational chart for the contract, list of contractors' personnel, list of major equipment, and omnibus statement, which is 10 items. For financial component of the bid, A, bid form. B, bid prices and the bill of quantities. C, detailed estimates, including a summary sheet indicating unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals. D, cash flow by quarter. These documents should be submitted using the envelope system. Bidders are urged to only fasten the documents at the topmost portion instead of binding them. Each document should be ear tagged appropriately. There shall be 3 copies of documents: the original copy, copy 1, and copy 2. The original copies of technical component of the bid shall be sealed in one envelope, and the original copies of financial component of the bid shall be sealed in another envelope. These envelopes should be labeled as original copy of technical component and original copy of financial component respectively. These labeled envelopes shall be sealed into one envelope and label it as the original copy of the bid. The same procedure applies to copy 1 and copy 2. Lastly, the original copy, copy 1 and copy 2 of the bid shall be sealed into one final envelope to be submitted here in conference room, 2nd floor, DPWH, 1st District Engineering Office, Navantaran Davao de Oro. Bids can also be submitted electronically through electronicbeads_Compostela Valley at dpwh.gov.ph. Please be reminded, key personnel, there should be no overlapping or no dual functions, especially in project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and safety officer. Tax identification number should be indicated in your bid documents. It will be needed during the award of contract. Financial documents should be written legibly. Discrepancies of bid prices between figures and in words will prevail. Bids not addressing or providing all the required items in the bidding documents, especially in the bill of quantities, the bid will be considered as non-responsive. Always check your documents before submitting to avoid disqualification. All bidders should update their PhilJEP's contractor's profile application as mandated and in accordance to Section 8.5.2 of 2016 Iranian Riles of RA 9184 and the GPPD Resolution Number 150, 2021. In addition to our bidding documents, bidders are required to include in their technical documents the affidavit of site inspection with proof of evidence of actual visit of the area. This is to avoid problems during the implementation of the project, as per BAC Resolution Number 071 Series of 2023. Criteria and procedure for eligibility check. Criteria and procedure for eligibility check that are set forth in Section 23 of the revised implementing rules and regulations of RA 9184. All prospective bidders should have updated their CLASA documents. These documents were already discussed by the Secretariat. During the opening of bids, the BAC will check the eligibility result of contractor's profile application from Procurement Service of Central Office and simultaneously conduct the eligibility check and preliminary examination of the technical components of the bids. Bidders who are found eligible and at the same time pass the preliminary examination of their technical proposal and financial proposal, the committee will read the bid amounts stated in the bid form.
Thank you. We are now through with Agenda 1 and its subsections. We'll now proceed to Agenda 2, which is the questions, comments from the viewers and the interested bidders and the replies of the BAC and other representatives of the procuring entity. Is there any questions or comments from viewers? None. Since there is none, no comments and questions, we'll now proceed to other matters, the three-strike policy.
Three-strike policy. The three-strike policy against violation of Section 69.1.I of the IRR of R 9184 and the following administrative sanctions enumerated as follows. A bidder that had purchased bidding documents, but subsequently withdrawn from the bidding or submitted a letter non-participation or did not submit a bid without a valid cause as determined by the Bids and Awards Committee concerned. B, a bidder submitting a late bid without a valid cause as determined by the BAC concerned. C, a bidder submitting insufficient or defective bid documents, such as insufficient bid securities and other deficiencies. D, other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of public bidding as determined by the concerned BAC, provided that these acts have been indicated or discussed in the instructions to bidders, bid bulletin, notices, minutes of pre-bid conference, or other similar instruments. The following administrative sanctions on the erring contractor for violation of three-strike policy: for the violation or strike a first warning, for the second strike, a second warning, for the third strike, which together with the first two strikes constitutes the first offense against the three-strike policy, an administrative penalty of suspension for 1 year from participating in any procurement process in any office of the DPWH. For the second offense, that is, the second set of three strikes committed by the bidder, an administrative penalty of suspension for 2 years from participating in any procurement process in any office of the DPWH.
Thank you. We will now proceed to the last agenda, the summary of proceedings, including supplemental bid bulletins to be issued. It will be presented to us by the Procurement Head, Engineer Valdez.
Thank you, Madam. All agenda for pre-bid conference are well explained and discussed by the Secretariat. Prospective bidders are advised to visit anytime our website for any supplemental bid bulletin issued. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Valdez. All the needed information has already been presented. And all of the business and the agenda were already taken into consideration. And may I know the pleasure of the body?
I move to adjourn the debate conference.
It has been moved by Engineer Marcos and seconded by Engineer Guzman. And with no objection, the motion to adjourn this pre-bid agenda is hereby approved. This pre-bid conference is now adjourned. Once again, good afternoon. Thank you.